Hi, Shalonda Gordon here again. It is September 5th, and I just wanted to stop by and say hi. So today is Wednesday, and it is the kickoff of the NFL, like actual season, right? So tonight's like the first game. And as I was going through my fantasy football roster, because yes, I am a fantasy football player. I have been probably for about it's probably my fifth year actually, and I love it. It just keeps me kind of involved with football while I'm working. I feel like if I do fantasy, then I don't have to spend as much time watching all the games. Like I'm gonna tell y'all something for real. My dad was like, "Oh, you spend too much time," and I was like, "Yo, you sit there and watch like three games on Sunday, yo. That and then some games on Monday too. As much time as you sit watching the games, I'm definitely saving time with my fantasy because I just gotta get in, check it on, watch my players, see what they're doing, and it's a wrap, right?" So, what I wanted to talk to you about was I noticed today I had some players that came to me from my draft, and we do automatic draft on the squad that I'm on the league that I'm in. And I noticed that there are some players that the season hasn't even started yet, and they're already injured. So they were drafted. I got them. During preseason, they had a few injuries, this, that, and the other. They were some of my people were getting kicked down from first string to second string, and I'm doing my research like, come on. So now I got to go in and find some new players to take these guys' spots, right? But in that, I thought about business. And I thought about how many of us come into our business, come into what we're getting ready to start injured. How many of us come into a new season where we know what we need and we're almost desperate for that income because we know we're getting ready to lose our jobs, or we know that right now we don't have no job and we need some money, or we know that things just aren't adding up the way they should. And so we come into a season, we see that someone introduces us to something that's awesome, it's working for others, right? So we get in and we get involved. And then everything starts to crumble down around you. And our first instinct is to say, "Oh, it's that thing that I just got involved in. It's that is the issue." When the reality of it is that we're injured. Simple as that. We're injured, and we're getting placed on the sidelines because we're injured, guys. Sometimes it doesn't start with where you're investing or which business you decide to join in that and the other. Most of the time, I would even say it starts right here. It starts right here. It starts with you. Okay, it starts with you checking to make sure you're not injured. I've been in the industry in multi-level marketing for about 16 years or so. I joined my first one when I was younger. I've said that before. Yet I got online in '09. And when I got online, the first 7 months, I was just hitting. I ran across some good individuals, Dwayne Pyle being one, Tracy Walker, Cedric Harris, several interesting individuals that just knew what was going on, right? And I kind of listened, but I kind of didn't. But all in all, they were introducing me to attraction marketing, which is a way to market. And with this, I started kind of taking it full on and just ran with it. Now, I was injured, but I didn't really realize it because I wasn't focusing on my injuries. I was just moving full speed ahead, which is something a lot of us do, right? And so then I realized with attraction marketing that you're attracting what you are. So I started attracting people. I'm kind of thinking to myself, yo, I really don't like these cats. I'm not really liking the people I'm attracting. Don't know why, because surely it has nothing to do with me, right? So then I realized, actually, wait a minute. Okay, maybe it is me. Some things happened. I began to crumble. I fell. We fall sometimes. The idea is just to get back up. Actually, most people who are most successful have fallen more than the average. You know what I'm saying? So if you've fallen a lot, just shake it off because that just means you're obviously meant for greatness, obviously, right? So now hindsight looking back. So now we're a few years ahead. My income's coming in. I'm being able to smile every day. I'm able to get up and say I'm taking care of my family. Things are cool, right? Been some ups and downs on the way there, though, right? And so now I look back and say, it's interesting. It's kind of like my fantasy football league. Like I was injured. Now the reality of it is that today I made some trades. I ain't even gonna lie. Them injured cats had to get up off my roster. I did not hold them. I did not keep them. Yet in my business, it's a little bit different because with mindset, that's something I can kind of help with because I've been there, done that. And even still, let me just be completely honest with you, still doing it. There are still areas that I still have to press through. My area might be different from your area or from the next person's area. The reality of it is that still got to press through, right? But we have to be able to sit back and say, possibly I'm on the injured reserve list. Possibly I'm on the IR and I'm not going to be playing tonight. Or I'm not going to be playing Sunday or Saturday for college. It's possible that right now on the team I'm on, I'm not going to be able to actually play because I have to heal some injuries. I have to forgive some people. I have to let go of some things. I have to believe in myself just a little bit more. I have to decide that what I know I deserve, I will have, and not later, but now. These are things that we have to decide and make a decision to do. So ultimately, right now, wherever you are in your life, in your business, even if you're at your job, or even if you're watching this video because you think you want to generate some extra income, you want to make some changes in your life, and things just aren't quite coming together the way you expected. One, I would love to work with you, obviously. You can see the link at the bottom of this video. Yet, ultimately, wherever you are, you're going to have to sit back and reflect and ask yourself, are you on the injured reserve list? Now, if you are, that's all right. All you gotta do is heal up and get better and get back on the field, right? If you're not, I'm sure you're surrounded by some individuals that are, and maybe it's time that you begin to speak to them and nurture them so that they can understand the wholeness that you're living in. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Enjoy the game tonight. I know the Cowboys are playing because I have Romo on he's my quarterback. Woo-woo. I'm kind of excited about that. Not a Cowboys fan, don't get it twisted, but I will be a Romo fan this season. All right. So have a great day and talk to you later. Keep smiling.